Well, good morning, everybody. It is an absolute beautiful morning. It's about 55 degrees. There's still some decent color on the trees. It actually looks a lot better in real life than what it does in the camera, I think. That hill over there is gorgeous when the sun's on it. But left a little 234 out last night. But anyway, ain't the first time. So anyway, this is the nightmare that we had yesterday, and it weren't bad, but it was just a kind of a mess. I buried a water line and an electric conduit from this house here. This is where the power comes in from the main house. And I had to tunnel about 4.5 feet in under there. And then as I threw the shovelfuls of dirt in, I took a 2x4 and packed them back so that the floor, it's tight right up against the floor. And anyway, I did this last night at about, I don't know, 7:30, 8 o'clock. It was after dark, couldn't see shit. So it's a heck of a mess, but we got the hole filled in. That's all I was interested in. This here is all hauled out back, all this, you know, subsoil and all the crap from down below with the rocks. And this morning I'm going to lug this pile off. I'm going to get more sand and I'm going to contour this land out the way I want it contoured. And then we'll put some gravel on it. I'll show you what we got inside the house here. Might as well open this door up, I guess. Got the old Walker Turner out here for when we do the ends of the greenhouse. Of course, the bows are all curved and everything, so she's going to earn her money then. This is our new furnace, about $5,000 worth. But yeah, so this is where we brought everything up in. When we concreted this floor, we left this little section here unconcreted, and you know, that's the water to the number 1 house. This is going to be the water right here to that house we're just putting in. So we just bring some, you know, hoses. We'll cut this apart down here and put another one of these on it so that we can control what house gets the water. And of course, this is the electrical. When we put in this electrical system, I should have it covered, I know, but when we put it in, they didn't require the 4 wires. So I've got a black, a red, and a ground. And we're going to put in another ground to take over what normally would be a neutral. So that way, I don't know how to explain it here. If the resistance through your body is less than what it is for that ground wire going back, in other words, line loss basically, for some reason, and you touched it, that amount of current could go through your body, which only 1 amp only takes to stop your heart, so it don't take much. So basically what they do is they run 2 grounds. They run a neutral and a ground. They're all bonded together at the other end, but they want to make sure that if one of them fails, the other one works. And we'll drive 2 ground rods out here on the outside of the building. I think it's 6 feet apart they got to be. I got to check on that, but anyway, we'll put 2 ground rods in. I got an electrician going to come help me. We'll do the 2 ground rods, come in, and he'll reground this with another line. That'll be grounded to here so that there won't be any line loss or anything like that. And I'm going to leave that particular power up to him. He's going to get the boxes I need and stuff. It'll run over here. So anyway, me and Carol spent about 3 hours the other day, and I still got a little tiny low spot right there, I think. But we backbladed with the John Deere and scraped and raked and shoveled, and I think we're within, I think the most we're off is 1 inch. We're getting close enough where we'll be able to run a compactor and then just finish tuning. So anyway, I got to go get more sand. I'm going to get a piece of string or something and tie that up so it'll be vertical, and then I can put some more sand in there. I was going to dig across at an angle, but this is all compacted where the front of the door is going to be, and I didn't want to disturb it because there'll be concrete there. So when the concrete floor gets poured, there'll be a strip of concrete right across this outer edge, and then we'll have that box like in the other one. So if stuff settles and falls, it's not a big deal because there won't be any concrete right there. So yeah, I just got to hold this up like so and fill this full of sand, and yeah, it's gonna be all good in this world. I wish it was that simple, don't you? Just to say it's gonna be all good in the world. But anyway, yeah, so this is my project. It's gonna be kind of monotonous, humdum work, so I'm gonna probably put you on the time lapse, and you can kind of watch what I'm doing. And when I get hauling the good gravel and stuff, maybe I'll get you in the backhoe. So we'll talk to you in a bit. Well, that was just perfect. I had you sitting there on time lapse, and somehow I didn't hit the button hard enough or something. But anyway, yeah, I've swapped vehicles. I was in the Cat there because I had a lug more per bucket, and I've been filling this in little by little. Get rid of this damn rock and throw that in a hole somewhere. Yeah, that won't hurt the pipes. The pipes are down about a foot below that. So anyway, yeah, so this is what I'm up to. Been doing some handwork around the pipes, and I gotta go get me enough sand to fill that in, and I'm gonna put 1 or 2 more buckets in here. And I've actually got to get it down about 3-4 inches below the grade. I'll do that with a transit when Carol gets home. And what I'll do then is I will lug down that nice 3/4 gravel, which is the same stuff that, well, it's what we did all this with too. It's nice stuff. There's 2 or 3 good pits around here. Estes is one of them. They got excellent gravel. Anderson has excellent gravel. We get ours off Anderson, he's next door. But the Estes people are good people too. Matter of fact, they're all real nice. But you know, only so much money to throw around, so we just go with a local guy that lives a mile away from us. And we're glad to use them. They buy flowers off us too, so you know, it goes both ways. Of course, I don't think they'll ever buy, you know, thousands of dollars like what we buy off them, but it's all right, you know, that's how it works. Yeah, so, like I said earlier, it's a beautiful day here. I'm gonna take the old 5410 here, sneak out back and get a little bit of this sand out here that I had left over. And really, it wasn't extra. I was going to use this to taper and then put loam on top of it. But yeah, it's one of them things, you know. You got to use what you got to use to get the front done. Oh, yeah, got a good bucket full there. I started to go down through there yesterday, but I made one trip and I could see I was going to be in the mud. Pretty wet down through there. Just a little footnote, all this gravel from, probably about where them pipes are, all under this, well, it's going to be the 4th greenhouse now. It was all loaded with this old swing shovel over here on the other side. Probably when I turn here, that old swing shovel over there. She's ugly, but she runs. And I like cable operated equipment. Problem is, it's heavy to move around and, you know, play with. So there it sits. I think I got it sold, but I don't know. Plus, the guy told me he'd buy it a year ago and haven't seen hide and hair of it. But I called him this spring and he said he still wants it. So, you know, I gotta give him another jingle, I guess. But Anyway, this is always a pain here trying to get this stuff near the building for the big tractor. Ain't much of a hole there. Call that close enough. If I go any closer, I'll be into plastic or something. Now we'll go up and backblade that. Yeah, it ain't much of a hole. I can get that with a shovel. If I can do that without getting into plastic. Don't look too bad. Guess I ought to shut that music off in here. I forgot it was on. So anyway, yeah, it looks pretty good. I had a guy one day tell me, if a guy's a good operator, you don't need the back blade. Well, I figure if you're a good operator, you use all the tricks you can. But, you know, I thought that was a funny statement, but anyway, each to their own, I guess. It is hard on the pins if you drag with a heel, because it pounds it right into the pins where the grease is. But if you keep your bucket tip down a little bit, it doesn't hurt a thing. So anyway, I think we're coming better all the time here. This tractor, when we bought it, because we bought it used, the floats never worked on the hydraulics. That's one thing I miss, because when you back blade, if you can float the bucket, it makes it much easier, but never been able to on this one. You have to hold it, which makes it difficult to hold a camera and steer, unless you do it with your elbow. Well, anyway. Gary, that ain't bad enough. I think I can handle the rest of it with a shovel. And then I'm going to haul some 3/4 gravel. Yeah, so we'll park it up here, out of the way. If somebody wants to come, they can get down in there all right. The Put the bucket down for safety. You know how that is. So let's go see what kind of a mess we made. You always get a better perspective when you're out of a piece of machinery. So anyway, yeah, this is about right. I probably could still use a little more sand in here, but we can probably put it in gravel. I got to clean up my mess now. Yeah, this ain't bad. Yeah, that'll settle in all right on the next rain. So anyway, we're gonna have grass from right here. The grass is gonna come on out and kind of come in through here, kind of like a half moon. And then we're gonna have, actually we may run grass all the way down through and up into where the edge of the, well, the walk-in door is gonna be here. So it'll probably only be that far. Have to put some loam in there. And yeah, a lot of landscaping to do, geez. But anyway, this is high right here by probably 4 inches. But it's deceiving. So I'm gonna wait until Carol gets here. You know, that's what it looks like out across there. And we got to feather this all down over to the high side on the other side, and we'll put 3/4 gravel in. We'll end up with a little bit more steepness on that lower edge, but it'll be all right. Some of the old ladies might work a little hard getting their wagons up, but they'll make it. If not, they'll come up and ask for help. But I don't think it's going to be too bad. A lot of them gals, boy, they're tougher than you think. But anyway, yeah, good day. Jesus, nice day here. I wish we'd have put that plastic there on a day like today. You know, this is perfect. But anyway, yeah, this is probably going to be most of the video today. The rest of it's going to be just handwork. I will come back and just show you a quick little thing when I get done here, what I've got done, but it's all pretty much brain dead work. So ain't nothing to learn from, believe me. So anyway, we'll talk to you later. Well, me and Carol been out here with the little transit there and the stick, and we've got it close. I mean, I don't know what you can see down through there, but it's pretty flat. There's a little spot right there, right in front of me, that's about 3/4 of an inch low. But this is where the door is going to be, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'd rather have a little extra concrete in there. So anyway, yeah, we're pretty much done here, other than putting 2x4s across the ends for them to pour up against. And we'll have to get a compactor the day before they're going to actually come in and pour it. And we will thump it one more time. Other than that, things are on hold, I guess, till the concrete boys get here, which I think is about a week out, which I'd rather be waiting on them for a week than be stressed to get it done. So yeah, I'm in pretty good shape. It's looks a lot better than it did. This area here was always low. We've got it filled in with sand. We're going to come into the gravel here. We'll bury this about 2 or 3 inches deep. We'll come up to the top of the 2x4s across here, so that'll all be about 4 inches deep. Then we'll feather it down. I don't know if we've got enough for them 2 loads up there or not. Time will tell, but if we need another load, we'll get it. But anyway, that's about it on this installment of the greenhouse progress. I'm going to go put the CJ5 in the band and replace some universals. And I might even take some film of that. We'll talk to you in a bit. And yeah, if you like it, subscribe. Don't hesitate. Talk to you later.